Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Omai Lewis again, back at you with another video. And today I want to make a special video here, specifically talking about Kobe Bryant, because Kobe Bryant was a very influential person to me. He was more than just a basketball player, even though he was a great basketball player, and I really enjoyed watching him since I was a little kid. I remember watching those games, man. I was always rooting for the Lakers. I would buy his jerseys, and I would always stay on top of the game, because of Kobe Bryant. I admired him so much as a basketball player when I was young, but I didn't quite understand why I admired him so much, because even though he was the most popular player at the time when I was small, and there was a lot of things going on for him, but I didn't quite clearly understand, like at a deep level, what made Kobe Bryant so great and so influential to so many people around the world, until I grew up and I started to really look into his life. It was more after the time when he actually retired and he started to do all these creative things, outside of the game, that really, it caught my attention. I wanted to see what exactly he was doing and stuff. That's when he started to share more about his life, I started to look at more of his interviews and kind of like, what kind of advice he was putting out there, what kind of, quotes he was putting out there and stuff like that, information that little young people can take and, start their own careers, whether that's in basketball or whatever it is that they want to do. And here's the thing, I mean, for me, Kobe Bryant eventually became an inspirational icon for me. He became someone who taught me that, in order to become great, in order to become the best, in order to even have a shot to become excellent, to become an icon, like I just said, not just a legend, but an icon, like somebody who made a difference in their industry, in their space. In this case, for Kobe Bryant, it was basketball. In order for you to make an impact that's that strong, what do you have to do? And from Kobe Bryant, I learned that, you just gotta give it all. And that's what I really admire about Kobe Bryant, that he gives it his all, his 100%. And the thing is that a lot of us don't really think about giving it 100% because we just don't have that motivation inside of us. So what is it that made Kobe Bryant really have this motivation to push himself? Well, since he was a little kid, when he started playing basketball, he felt something. He knew something was there. And that's the thing for you guys. You guys gotta find that one thing that, you feel like there's something there for you. You just enjoy it. It's not like you're not doing it as a task. It's not work. Okay, you go out there and you try something and you're like, man, I love this shit. And I feel like I could do so much with this. All right. So you have to find your one thing that really passionates you from the heart and really go full out. And that's really what he did, like ever since he was a little kid, he decided, I'm going to become one of the best basketball players that ever lived. And so that's what he did, man. He went and he attacked out there. He put in the work, he put in the hours. Not only that, but he put in the attitude, the discipline. He had that courage, he had that strength, he had that, that animal instinct, as you might call it. He was gonna go out there and he was gonna go kill it. Like he stepped into the court and you knew he was a dangerous player on the court that you did not want to mess with. You did not want to underestimate, because you knew he was going to give it his all, because he was out there, he was hungry, he knew that he was going to become the best basketball player ever. And that's another thing. Once you find the one thing that you really, really love, you have to commit to the fact that you want to become the best at it. And that's what Kobe Bryant taught me, like you have to become the best. You have to have the goal of becoming the best. If not, then what the heck is the point? Why the hell are you pursuing anything that you're doing right now? Why are you pursuing this career? Why are you pursuing this other thing? If you're only going to be an average, mediocre person at it, you want to strive to become the best, but you don't get that hunger, you don't get that feeling, that motivation of becoming the best, unless you actually love the thing. Okay, if you don't love the thing, you might get really good, you might get above average, but you'll never become the best. You'll never become someone people feel inspired to listen to watch to. And that's really what I learned from Kobe, and that's really what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to find that one thing because I know that I want to make an impact just like he did. He is such an inspiration to me to this day. Even though he passed away, I will still look up to him, and everything that I learned from him, I will take from him and really apply it into my own life. And I hope you guys can implement that into your own lives too, because you see, he was that representation of somebody who devoted his entire life, everything. If you listen to his interviews, this guy will play games like when he was injured, he was hurt, he was sick, he was feeling like crap, and he was still going at it, he was still, creating records, he was still making points, he was still making decisions on the court, he was being a leader in there, even though he was feeling that way. And here's the thing, you cannot do that. You cannot reach those type of levels unless you're 100% committed and you love the shit that you do. You see, you can't do it. So that's what I wanted to talk about from Kobe Bryant, and it really hurt me when he passed away. The day I heard about the news, I was destroyed. I was literally like, I didn't even know how to process that thing. The next day after that, I kind of cried. I saw like everything that happened in the NBA, how they honored him with the 24-second violation and the 8-second violation. That was so special, done by the NBA, and it was just beautiful. And let me tell you, like, I'm very sad that he passed away, and I'm also sad for everybody else who passed away along with him in that helicopter. But let me tell you, man, I'm really going to take everything I learned from Kobe Bryant, his attitude, his relentless attitude of just going at it, that strong character, that discipline, that commitment, that, like, like, I'm in it to become the best. I'm not here to impress anyone. I'm not here to make friends with my teammates. That's another thing, like, he wasn't there to make friends with his teammates. He wasn't there to impress other players in the NBA at the time. He wasn't there to become famous, to become popular by his entire community. That was not his goal. None of those were his goal. His main goal was to become the best basketball player that ever fucking lived. He went out there, he demonstrated that with results. He wasn't just this type of guy that was just talking and trying to talk shit and trying to just talk smack and everything. This guy was a guy who was taking action, and that's another thing. You gotta be taking action 100% of the time. Take action. All right, so that's the video I wanted to make for Kobe Bryant. I hope you guys were able to take a lot from Kobe Bryant. Today is his however you want to call it. I forgot how exactly it was called, but they're going to honor him in the Staples Center and everything. And today is that day. Perhaps, you might have heard the helicopters in the background. There's a lot of helicopters right now in downtown LA. They're just roaming around. I believe it's around the Staples Center and everything. So, I'm going to go ahead and watch that through YouTube, and I hope you guys are able to watch that through, whatever means that you can. Or perhaps you're one of those that was able to attend the ceremony. So then, good for you. Awesome. Anyway, guys, I really wanted to make that video, and you know what? Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And Kobe Bryant wearing the Lakers jacket. I got a little sentimental right now already just by thinking about all this, but I'm still gonna keep throwing those little shots at the trash cans and saying Kobe. All right, so take care, guys. I love you guys.